So I think this is probably the most negative video I'll have ever made. So I wasn't going to make a video this weekend, but something's happened and I think it needs addressing. All right, so yeah, a bit of a change of style to my usual videos. We're actually outdoors for the first time in ever, maybe. It's not really my standard environment, but I needed to get out and clear my head, and I thought I'd probably share my thoughts with my viewers and try and get people's opinions on what they think about what's happened. Anyway, long story short, there has been a scam in my name, which is really weird. Like, I feel kind of violated in terms of someone posing as me to try and get freebies and sort of conning people into sending stuff for review that is not coming to me. So you might remember a little while ago I was supposed to be reviewing the GKD bubble, and I had confirmation that it had been delivered, but it never actually was there at my home. When I got home, I thought it might have been stolen or whatever else. We tried to chase up because it was sent from Lit NXT for review. They very kindly sent me another one, and the review's up there now, but it was always a bit of a mystery what happened to the other one. They managed to find a confirmation of delivery with a photo, but it was clearly not at my property. So I just chalked it up to something going awry with Royal Mail and left it at that. Anyway, I was supposed to be getting a Miu Mini sent to me yesterday from Lit NXT as well. And then again, confirmation of delivery. But it's not actually turned up to me. So anyway, I've been in touch with Lit NXT. They send me stuff for review, and that's hugely appreciated. I'm a small YouTube channel. I started up buying loads of stuff. Well, not really buying stuff for the channel. I mean, the thing with my channel is that I was doing all of this stuff anyway. I'm like massively into the modding and all the retro gaming stuff and that. And it was an outlet to share the stuff I was enthusiastic about. But as I was going along and as I was making videos and as I was buying more and more stuff, it can be quite an expensive hobby. So it was really awesome when companies reach out and offer to, send me things for review to test out, and I can do videos on those. And it means that I can kind of carry on maintaining this hobby, keep making these videos and enjoy doing what I'm doing. So I think it's awesome when people like Lit NXT. They've been awesome sending me stuff. I've had stuff from Kaiko in the past sending me things, Robot Retro with all of his weird and wonderful creations, and probably many others that I've forgotten about, and apologies, like 2 Retro recently sent me stuff. So I was thinking about what I said and I forgot ZedLabz, who've been like one of my biggest supporters right from the beginning. So yeah, cheers ZedLabz. Affiliate links in the description. So anyway, what has happened is we've kind of figured it out in the end. Someone posing as me has got onto Lit NXT. They've kind of got a spoof Joe Bleeps type email address and said about change of address, can you send stuff to this address instead? This is all unbeknownst to me because I normally chat with them via Instagram. And so they've been in touch posing as me, and turns out getting all sorts of stuff sent to them. There was loads of consoles that were supposed to have been sent to me for review. Loads of the latest kind of Ambonic, GKD kind of handhelds, things like that. Cool Metal GKD2. Yeah, I was meant to get one of those. This person got it. And they've also been like messaging, asking for loads of stuff and game cards and everything else to include on reviews that are clearly never happening because they're not coming to me. Now, it's been annoying for me in that it's quite nice to be able to get hold of these things as soon as they're out, or in many cases they'll send me samples. So before they actually go on sale, they'll get sent out to me, so I get a chance to look at them and play with them and feedback on them when they actually come to market. That sort of thing's awesome, and it's, for a little channel like mine, it's a massive help. So yeah, to be kind of not getting these things is frustrating. Now, I know they do get sent to me for testing, and I don't pay for them, and that's amazing. So it's not like I'm out of pocket, but it's frustrating that I'm not able to review these things. I feel awful that Lit NXT, who have always been awesome, customer service is fantastic. Whenever I've got any queries and things, they're always really quick to respond. And yeah, even like that Mio Mini, it was like it'd been stranded in the UK. It hadn't been able to be delivered. It was at their kind of depot, and it was going to have to be scrapped. And they just messaged me and said, you know, do you want this? This is just like a favour, which I thought was really nice. That went to the scammer as well. So it just feels really weird, like someone posing as me. Now, that brings me on to something else. I can't say that I don't contact companies, but I've never really liked that thing of people just trying to ask for things for free. It's not my style. Now, early on when I was doing the channel, I was reading all these articles about how to grow your channel, and a few of them featured kind of this thing of how to approach companies and ask for things, and kind of saying this is a normal thing that YouTubers do. And like, right, okay, because I'm new to the whole thing. And yeah, so that's it kind of said how you should word it, how you should contact companies, and sort of set out your stall as to why they might want to send things to you, and you do these reviews and things. And I did it once, and it felt really seedy. It just isn't my style, and it was too cracked up. CRKD, they did that thing, Nitro deck, that you can slot your Nintendo Switch in and it acts as a big controller. I bought one of those. It was really cool. I did a review on it, and then they announced a new one, and I'd like just bought the other one, so I didn't want to go and buy another one. But I got in touch with them and said, like, I've reviewed this, I really like it, and you know, if there's any stuff you've got that you know you might like me to review, I'd be very interested, and sent it. And quite rightly, they never responded to me, and I've always felt really awkward about having sent it and wished I could kind of unsend that. As I say, it's not my style. Anything that I've reviewed has always been just companies get in touch with me. And I think, you know, I was saying earlier, like, I used to watch and read all these things about how to grow your channel before I realised that it doesn't matter. I don't want to grow my channel and get it exposed to loads of people who aren't even interested. I'll just let it grow organically. If people want to stop and watch, they'll stop and watch. And if they're the people who are choosing to do that, then they're the right viewers for me. So I don't really need to try and go out of my way to grow my channel. It's grown very nicely, and I've got a following that I'm very happy with. Lovely people, great communication. I was always dreading going on YouTube because I was scared about the mean comments that I see all the time, and yeah, I don't get that. It's a really, really nice community. And I think having let things grow organically, having had people approach me, asking me to review their stuff because they've seen what I do and they see how relevant it is, that suits me fine. Now, what that means is that I haven't actually contacted all of the different manufacturers, resellers, nerdy companies who do whatever else, which means it's kind of like carte blanche for a scammer, because any contact they make is going to be first contact. That's going to be the first contact made with the Joe Bleeps brand. So they won't be familiar with my kind of email address or anything like that, and maybe not even my socials. This person's put up, I've got the email address they've been using. I know the address because obviously they've had to get stuff sent to them, and it is actually a home address, and I know where that house is, and I've seen it on Google Maps and on Street View, so I know exactly where it is. I don't know who it is, but I'm not about conflict. I'm not kind of gonna name and shame or anything like that. I don't think I would gain any benefit from that. It certainly wouldn't make me feel any better or worse than maybe worse, because I don't like the upset. But what I decided I would do is just put together a bit of a video. Hopefully it will turn out okay. This handheld vlog style I've not really done before. Come out to a local park, feeling pretty good, out in the open air, and just kind of processing my thoughts, and obviously recording it here because it'd be quite nice to hear what other people think. But yeah, rather than start to instigate or escalate any conflict, I've sent out messages to a lot of the people that I generally deal with, people who've sent me things in the past, just to ask, has this person been in touch? Has anyone been in touch asking to use a different mailing address, different email address, and so on? And, you know, I've had loads of people being really supportive as a result of that. Lit NXT have been awesome. They've since blocked the other email address and will be double checking things with me in future. But I thought, it's not going to be like a big smear campaign. I am upset. I'm disappointed. It feels weird having someone pretending to be me. And what's worse than that is someone clearly pretending to be me and being really like begging and greedy and all the rest. I don't like that. I wouldn't want people thinking of me being like that. And I don't know how many, you know, emails have gone out to various different companies claiming to be me, and then people, all they'll see is well, they probably won't see my channel because it's only little, but you know what I mean? Like, that's what they've seen of me, is this person just contacting people and asking for stuff, and they'll think that that's me. That's what's really bothered me. So the main purpose of this video is partly to just clear my head of these thoughts, and then also to, it's like a public service announcement really, isn't it? It's just putting it out there to say that I have got a website. It's joebleeps.com, so it's pretty straightforward. There's no hyphen, no underscores, no nothing like that. It took me a while to make sure I got that URL. So it's joebleeps.com. On there I have got a contact section. It's got my socials, it's got my email and so on. That's the information that you should be using. So if I have contacted you, it's probably not me. Double check it through my website, and yeah, all the info's there. If you haven't had any contact from me and you make cool stuff or you sell cool stuff and you would like me to feature it, then I am totally up for doing that. I love geeking out over this kind of thing. But this video is not about that. It's not me trying to get that. Like, I'm really happy with the brands I've got that I'm working with that send me cool stuff for me to try and test out. And I like to put the time in to actually test them and enjoy them and play on them and try and give a slightly different view, more of a hobbyist user view. I'm not an expert. I never claim to be an expert in anything, but you do get familiar with these things as you go, and I know I have got a massive background in terms of the modding, Game Boys and all of that kind of thing, so I know I have got something to offer. But I don't know, in recent months I've been finding it can get a bit overwhelming, exhausting, editing videos all the time. I obsess with doing it all myself, so all the filming, all the branding, all the music, all the thumbnails, all the videos, everything, all the editing, oh god, it takes so long, is all me. So like, it's a hobby that I love doing, and I love having a community to share it with, but it is a lot of work that goes into it, and I have been finding it quite exhausting because, I'm not going into details, but it has been a bit of a hectic year for me anyway. So having something like this, it can come as a bit of a blow. It can knock your confidence and so on, and that's not me. If you've watched my videos before, you know I'm all about the enthusiasm, I'm all about the optimism, I'm all about kind of enjoying this stuff. Even if I get certain stuff and it's like, this isn't very good, there's always something that just makes you chuckle about it, or something that makes you smile, or some feature that you think, actually that's kind of cool. I like looking for that. I like finding the positive. So I think this is probably the most negative video I'll have ever made. But like I say, it's a blip, unless this kind of format works well for people, and who knows, maybe I'll do it again. It's quite nice walking and talking at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Good news is I have been chatting with Lit NXT, despite the fact they have sent me loads of stuff that I have not been able to review because it's gone to some other greedy person. Let's keep this child friendly. They are going to be sending me some more stuff soon. I will have some more units for review. I've got a couple of other projects on the go. So yeah, hopefully a few more of my regular style videos coming soon. But yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of small channels. You know, people like Vlad Nerd It's one of my favourites. Again, small growing channels, and I think something like this can have quite an impact. And I just want to put it out there that there are scammers out there, people pretending to be other people to try and get free stuff, which is a bit, don't like it. But anyway, yeah, rant over. Normal service will resume soon, and if I remember to, I'll find something a little bit more upbeat and link it up here for you to watch after this. But in the meantime, take care. Bye.